formations set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give on the option. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. But this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and
brings him to the open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about the big boys up front, paving the way, creating an enormous hole to run through, and that wasn't even close. Like, 3rd and short, maybe you'll get it. No. Clearly got it, clearly dominated the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's strong. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Collier.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Under fire. Rolling right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Makes the grab. It's Collier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's got him in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Price. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20.
that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Washington. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. That's caught. It's Washington. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This offense starts deep in a hole. To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
There he goes. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Baylor has it back, and here
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes his man miss. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run. And
turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klopfenstein. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead with the 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on its way. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Carr. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got room to work. He'll try to take it back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They go to the draw, and the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
The field goal is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. On the ground, it's Price. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting into the ground.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Now on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired. And a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless he's going to let it go. Finds a spot in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Running to the left. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What I do, go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Lots of room to run. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Carr. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Finds us back in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Strong. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown Bears! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down. Here, he's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to...
That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle.